Hello, welcome back to another epic game night full of epic gaming. We'll do the usual, I would assume. Some BTB, some maybe squad battles, maybe customs, depending on player count. I did have to buy like 3 new bundles. Because I needed to replicate a certain look for the 10k video. So now I have even more armor to mess around with, such as this helmet and its respective bundle, and this helmet and its respective bundle, and also some random purple armor coating. My god, Magpie, stop giving them your money already. I already had the credits. It's not like I spent extra on the game. I already had the credits. But I also needed to make this spawn for the 10k video, so, you know, it is what it is. Also, I will do what I want with my money. If I'm being completely honest, if I want to spend my money on a game that I play on a weekly basis and make content on, I will spend my money on it. Personally. Have you ever done any ranking videos of different Halo topics, Halo games, ranked, worst, best campaign, etc.? I think I did do a Halo tier list once, but it was like an old video and I probably deleted it. I think. What if the real Spawn 117 was the friends we made along the way? True. Bars. I don't basically have all the helmets. I have a lot, but like, I also don't have a lot. I also don't have a lot. There is a lot. Like I probably own, I don't know, maybe 60% of the armor in the game, give or take. Also you're right, I own like most of the chest attachments. Okay, maybe close to 70. I would say I own somewhere between 60 to 70% of all the armor in the game. But I definitely do not own all of it. Shoulders again, like, you know, I have a lot. I would say that's around about 70%. Because there's still a lot that I don't have. Maybe one day I will own it all. That would be quite funny. Magpie equals you. Okay, thank you. Do you think Nornfang should have been a weapon along with the Halo 5 sniper? Yeah, I think it should have been a weapon variant. I think it should have just been the base infinite sniper, but like in the same vein with the campaign variants, how you've got the long shot AR, it should just be a basic version of the sniper that has the Nornfang, like this coating. Like personally, I think it should have just been. Hang on, let me just find the Nornfang coating. So there's a lot of I own less than half the weapon coatings in the game. Right. I think it should have just been this. It should have just looked exactly like that and give you a damage boost when you pick it up. That's what I think it should have just been. I think that would have been significantly easier, and it should have just been a new weapon model that exists for a super shotty snipers and super fiesta, etc. Anyway, how you doing, Luz? How you doing, Neon? How you doing, Kenzie? How you doing, Tim? How you doing, Bison? How you doing, JV? How you doing, Noble6? How you doing, Johnny? I think that's everyone that's spoken in chat so far. How is everyone? Yeah, so the plan today, nothing out of the ordinary, really. How you doing, Josh? Try Hazmat Mark 7 helmets on Fred's chestplate. Mark 6 helmets. Sorry, I'm not great with my Roman numerals on Mark 7. Trust me, looks great. I'm not saying use to, of course, just check it. I would, but if I keep changing my Mark 7, I'm going to forget how it looks, and I need to get the 10k video done. So right now, I'm trying to leave my Mark 7 unbothered. But that does sound like a potentially fire suggestion. Ooh. Sorry about the loud motorbike that just went past the house. Magpie, can you guess where I am right now? I'm going to take a very safe bet and say you're at work. Fred Scoff is really cool. Yeah, once after the 10k video is done, I think my spawn's going to have a little bit of an overhaul. I'm definitely going to change to Fred's chest attachment. This one. Definitely going to change to that. I will probably change the shoulder pads too. Don't know if I'll change anything else, but I'm definitely going to have a little bit of a change. I hate how people complain about the Blue Team Super Bundle is $40. At least it isn't 60. I mean, yeah, but that's like me saying like, well, you know, it's $40. At least it isn't 1,000. Like, yeah, sure, it's cool that it isn't more expensive, but maybe it really shouldn't be as expensive as it is right now. I know I'm very hypocritical saying that because I brought the Super Bundle. I am a part of the problem, but you know I make machinimas, so I'm allowed. I do got it. But I do think the Super Bundle should have been cheaper. Like, at the end of the day, sure, I have the money that I can spend on it, and I then make videos on the game, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that my videos aren't monetized. Don't get me wrong, I don't make my money back most of the time. Like, it's not exactly like I'm pulling in thousands of views. If we're being completely real, the last couple of shop videos have probably made almost nothing. So it's not like I'm making my money back, but the point is, like, for me, I don't mind occasionally spending money on the game to get armor that I like, that I will probably use, that I can use for videos. Whether that be their I made you spawns, or whether it be characters and machinimas, or whether it be for thumbnails, or for stream thumbnails. Like, I don't mind, because I use it, so it's like, I don't feel like I'm wasting money. Money pile Leon. Oh, I wish. We told on that they add the armor coatings to weapons. No, they didn't. Deathly Poison has its own weapon coating. Currently running Chieftain Helmet with a bone armor piece on my Mark 7 with a Sankili skull. If you look, the skull has 2 mandibles, and the Chieftain Helmet also has 2 mandibles, so it works. Fair enough. I did reset a couple of my cores today to maybe customize on stream. So we have a bit that we can play around with. Hang on, actually. You know what? Let's do a poll. There we go. Whichever core wins, I will also just like play as that core. Also, you liked my comment the other day. What's your iPhone? Oh, I don't have an iPhone. I just assumed that was some joke about the video being really cringe. Because it was. Said you have to wait. It said you have to have either the bundle that came with the Mark 5 kit with the gold visor or the hero rank visor. Yeah. How dare my daily spam calls interrupt me watching this live stream? Paul Pie Leon. You need to pay for stuff when they brought back the Jinro helmet and that perfect new belt in the exchange on Jar. The Mark 6 kit sometimes has Orm Evolved equipped, and something breaks the visor, so it gets set to default. Which core is currently winning? It looks like Rickchester is winning by a landslide. Out of the 7 votes. I do think Blair and Spoopy might be joining us today, but I don't know. They said they might. But, alas, I'm yet to hear anything back. Think we'll ever get more Flood cosmetics? Oh, probably next Halloween. I would say if we do, it would be next Halloween. Magpie is a newborn, but with Teddy Bear versus 80,000 clones of Blue Team and Mark 6 Gen 3 armor, all armed with swords and M41s, 1,500. What? You scare me sometimes. Do we just shoot straight into a match? No, I'm gonna play a quick game of Firefight. and hope that we actually get to leave the game, and then I'm not stuck in it for a million years. When are you playing this? When you playing again? Probably next week. Like, if we're talking on stream, probably next week. I'll do a quick game of Firefight while we yap, and then I'll start getting people in the lobby. I might do a 10k teaser today as well. If people want me to. If people want me to. I'll do a little 10k teaser. So I edited like quite a lot of the Mishima parts today. It's still like unfinished. It still needs like music and like ambient audio, but like we're getting somewhere. This Halloween or next Halloween. Personally, I just want more Flood stuff. What character got infected? I meant like Halloween this year, yeah. But I wouldn't say it's out of the question because clearly the Flood cosmetics were popular. I don't know because like they never released any the year after the Flood stuff came out, so like I'm kind of on the fence. I wouldn't say it's out of the question, but I also don't know if I can't really say if I think it's guaranteed. Is there a single Flood helmet that never came out? Not to my knowledge. I mean, maybe, but I can't say I'm familiar with it if that's the case. Granted, there's a couple of helmets that never released. I just don't think there was any Flood ones that didn't come out. Which favorite firefight map in the playlist? So far, I've only played second floor of House of Reckoning. So I'm going to have to say that one by default. Got some passing uni exam. Oh, thank you. It wasn't really an exam. It was mostly just like my coursework. I don't really think my course has any exams because it's like games design, so it's all just based on like your coursework. But no, I had 2 modules. Well, sorry, they were my 3rd and 4th modules, but I already passed the first 2. I got my grades back today. One of them I got like 77% of 100, and the other one I got 50%, both of which are passes. So that is pretty huge. 77%, that's basically an A. Infected Chief's 100% an armor kit. That'd be cool to see. The question is, which generation of armor should he wear if he's infected? True. I feel it's still going to put me in a game. I would think, if any, it should be the Mark V. I think that'd be kind of cool. It's playing music, but I'm not in a match. Such a strong start. Such a strong start. Can you make Space Marine or Doom Guy? I could try, I just didn't think it'd turn out very well. I've tried Space Marine before and it didn't go very well. Granted, you know, more armors released since then, so I could maybe get a bit closer, but eh. You'd be surprised if they did add more Flood content? How so? The Flood wishes they had Magpie's power. I'd say Mark V, just because I believe it's in the book. He almost got infected in the library. And I think well in the autumn the second time. Yeah, that makes sense. Magpie could do to beat up Goku. I'm not gonna say anything like that in case he shows up at my house. Space Marine. Maybe. I might try and bet. You know what? We've been live for like 20 minutes, so if anyone wants to join, shoot me a message. We might as well just start going into actual matchmaking games. I'm gonna end the poll while I wait for people. So I guess it's Rick Chassis that we're modifying. What kind of theme? What kind of spawn are we going for? I want to maybe make use of some of the new armor, so maybe I should just equip one of the new helmets by default and work from there. So if we start with that as our base, okay? We'll start with that. Doom Guy. I don't really think I have decent enough armor to make Doom Guy. I think I might have tried before, but I don't think it went very well. Because I think I did some of them for like the I Made Your Spartans videos. Which if I do another one of those, then like, yeah, I might try again. But, a lot of time it's a lot easier said than done. Samir versus the Flood had this debate 2 weeks ago on with Discord. I'm gonna lean towards the Flood, just given, like, as much as I hate Marvel Zombies, and I think it's a really lame, stupid comic, I'm leaning towards them because the Venom symbiote literally cannot sustain itself on the zombie-infected Eddie Brock. Even though realistically, I feel like a symbiote could potentially infect a regular zombie infection. I'm gonna lean towards the Flood. I mean, symbiotes, like, eat brains and stuff, which, they're kind of more of a hive mind, so there's not really going to be any brain to feed off of. Try talking to Halo Studios about being featured in a small way, like small leaderboard guy. I mean, I don't really have, I technically don't have direct contact with them. I've spoken to people from Halo Studios, but I don't really know them in a way where I can just reach out and be like, hey, put me in the game. As cool as that would be. I would use the Enigma helmet for Doom Guy. I don't know, it's got too much of a fat chin. Like, it's too square. Unless we're talking, like, classic Doom Guy, which maybe... What's your Halo game? Halo 7. Just something that continues the story that's been set up in Infinite. Obviously features Chief as a protagonist, but probably not as the only protagonist. It would be nice to have other characters be playable through the game, whether that be as the co-op characters or whether that be in other levels akin to Halo 2. It would be nice to have the Arbiter back. It would be nice to have, to see Halo Wars characters integrated into the story in, a main way, like they should have been in Infinite, really. Warzone in the multiplayer. I miss Warzone a lot. I'd very much like Warzone to come back. But I don't know, because it's like it's hard to really, I guess, determine what my dream Halo game would be, because there's a lot that I like about different games. I would like a progression system more akin to Halo 4's. I liked Halo 4's progression system a lot. I thought the way you leveled up and unlocked the armor was done really well. And I think it's often overlooked in discussions about Halo 4. There's a progression system like that. Customization like Infinite's, but preferably without coatings. Like Infinite customization, but where I can actually choose the colours myself would be perfect. But as long as it has Chief at the forefront and they don't do something stupid with the story, then I don't mind. I mean, I am more so like a story guy when it comes to Halo anyway. As far as like the games, I much prefer playing the campaigns. So as long as it has a decent enough story, then I'm okay with it. I don't know what armor to use. No one's requesting an invite, have they? Cool. Marine protagonist during the initial Flood outbreak game. Yeah, I mean, I did speak. I think I did a video about that a few months ago now, about like spin-off ideas. Because I think a Marine spin-off game that, I don't know, almost maybe like a Resident Evil type game. Because I wouldn't want it feeling like super slow or anything. I think if it was a bit like Resident Evil, they could have like gold on their hands. The Flood stinks. That's fair. They probably do smell. Appears like Halo 4, specifically Spawn. Spawn Ops is fun. I would like something akin to Spawn Ops in the next game. Miscommendations, also fair. What's weapon you want most in Halo 7? It depends. Because it's like there's weapons that I really like that I would love to come back. But it also depends on what the rest of the sandbox is. Like, I love the carbine. I love the Magnum. They are two guns that I would love to be in Infinite, but given Infinite's current sandbox, given we have weapons like the Sidekick, the Bandit, the Battle Rifle, the Commando, like, I don't really think those weapons should be a priority. And it's like, I like the Sticky Detonator. It's not necessarily one of my favourites, but I do like the Sticky Detonator. I would like that to maybe return in the next game. There's some other weapons from, like, Halo 5, like the Plasma Caster. I believe it was. Is the Plasma Caster the Halo 5 one? The one that's like a bit of a crossbow shape when it, sort of comes out. I have not played this map yet, so that is awesome. So yeah, it depends. It's like, I don't really know what my favourite Halo weapon is. Because, like, part of me is, like, the energy sword. But I feel like that's such a generic choice that if I say that, people are going to spit on me. Even though it is arguably the coolest Halo weapon. But you good to go now? Goodbye. No problem, Doom Warrior. Thank you for stopping by. I just jumped off the map because I wasn't paying attention. I went out of lives. Oh, no. It's been like 2 seconds, bro. I'm already dead. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of really cool weapons in these games, so like I'm not 100% sure. Literally got 9 kills and then died. It's insane. Is Manchester Fitness ready for playing? Oh, an ODST Resident Evil game will be pretty great, especially if it's set during Halo 3 when the Flood crashed in New Mombasa and we got to escape before it's infected or glassed. That would also be really cool. See, for me, what I would kind of like is a Flood game. You play as Marine, and you're like in a squad. You're with a Spartan, and you're heading out on some mission. It could be that you're being sent in to deal with the Flood Hive, or it could be that you're sent after some Covenant cruiser that by the time you get there has been infected by the Flood, or something along those lines. I think it'd be cool if, like, you start the game off, you're fully stacked in weapons. Like, maybe you're equipped with a flamethrower, or rocket launchers, or, like, really powerful, really useful weapons. And your squad slowly starts getting picked off. Like, it's dark, you hear noises everywhere, your squad are all, like, freaking out. But you're thinking, like, well, we're safe, we're with a Spartan. What realistically can go wrong? I'm going to get out if you're alive. Only for the Spartan to then go missing. And I think it'd be really cool. And I know, like, every time I bring this up, I have someone that's like, well, that's not possible because they can't actually get infected because of... Well, it's like, it doesn't matter because it's cool. I think it'd be awesome if, like, the main threat of the game is a Flood-infected Spartan. Because I think if they almost operate as, like, a Mr. X nemesis kind of character that's constantly pursuing you throughout the game. It's this Flood-infected Spartan, they're really powerful. Because it's, it's a Spartan that's, like, I guess not amplified, but, they're almost unkillable. And every time you encounter them, they're using different weapons, and you're basically trying to constantly escape this Flood-infected spawn while making your way through this Flood-infected base, or ship, or whatever it is that you're on. And maybe it does have some, like, Resident Evil-esque elements in the way that you, like, salvage gear, and you can, like, craft ammo and stuff like that. Like, I think that would be really cool. And you find different Flood enemies throughout. You've got, obviously, other Flood-infected Marines, like your squad that you were there with. You've got Flood-infected members of the Covenant. Maybe it's Grunts, Elites, Hunters, Brutes, and they all sort of serve different roles, and they operate differently. You could have, obviously, pure Flood infection forms, which will all seem even more terrifying because you're playing as a Marine. So, like, I think that... I mean, really, if we're talking ideally... perfect spin-off game, that would be it for me, especially if it does have some, like, Resident Evil-esque elements. I think that would be so cool. And I think there's a lot they could do with that kind of spin-off if done right. And then maybe it can even have its own multiplayer, which is, like, its own version of COD Zombies that's, like, squad of 4, fighting different flood-infected facilities. There is so much potential. There is so much potential for what they could do with a flood game, but I do think it would be so much better if the main threat was a flood-infected Spartan, which I don't know, it seems to be a hot take for some people. But I think having a Spartan be the main threat for a Halo game, not just a Spartan, a flood-infected Spartan, has a lot of room to be like really cool. And then they could also do some other really cool stuff, like you know, maybe somewhere on the ship there's, like, let's say you are on like a Covenant cruiser, and somewhere on the ship there's, you know, like a jackal that's managed to evade being infected for now. And temporarily you're like allied with them, and again it gives you this like sense of security. You're not fighting on your own. You're not entirely trustworthy of the jackal, but you know, given the circumstances, what other choice do you really have? And like, you know, you can take cover behind them, like when they deploy the shield. Like, and again, there's some really cool stuff you can do. Like, you can just maybe meet random allies of like characters that have managed to survive, only for every time you sort of get that sense of security, it instantly gets ripped away. Whether they get infected or the flood Spartan hunts them down and kills them, and like literally every single time you think like you might be a little bit safe, there's a little bit of hope that you're gonna make it out of here, boom, it's ripped away straight away. And it could be such a terrifying but also insanely enjoyable game if handled right. Like, I think it has the potential to be, like, not just one of the most memorable Halo games, but straight up, like, a genuinely good survival horror. And again, I think just incorporating those, like, typical Halo elements of, like, you know, running around, picking up different weapons, and having some survival horror elements of, like, you know, you're literally always going to be low on ammo. Always going to be low on ammo. And you're going to have to use different weapons for different things, like you do anyway, but I feel like it would play even more of an impact in this kind of setting. Like, something like a flamethrower would seem like an insane luxury, but there'd only be a limited supply because you'd just be relying on the flamethrower that you're taking initially, and maybe you find some, like, dead Marines that happen to also have flamethrowers or weapons akin to that. Like, everything would seem like a luxury. Most of the game you're going to be going through with very common weapons, like the plasma pistol, which, against the Flood, doesn't do too much anyway. Right, sorry, that's enough yapping about that specific topic. Let me carry on reading chat. You ever give Spawn Assault a chance? It's honestly not that bad. It's a weird mix of C and 4 as Palmer or Orange Dudes. Game even has a co-op mode to fight the Flood. I played little bits of it. I never really got super into it. I think I would have enjoyed it more had I played it on mobile, because if I'm not mistaken, it was released as a mobile game, but only Assault made it to console, where Spartan Strike never did. The one that's never been on console I haven't played. The one with like the Taskmaster spawn. But I did play a little bit of Assault, and then I went back to it for the same spin-offs video, I think, actually. I think. But I don't know, I just never really got fully into it, which is kind of a shame. Maybe I'll go back to it at some point, but how crazy it would be if the next Halo, a member of Blue Team has become an infected spawn. That would be kind of insane. And 343 Guilty Spark, from my love for C, there were jackals and humans that fought side by side. They were dead by the time you fight them, but you know. Oh yeah, I know, but like I said, like, I think in the context of a game where you're playing as Marine or something like that, there's so much potential. Because, like, as a Spartan, you know, you are, like, unstoppable. You're not, and I feel like having a Spartan as an antagonist would also be a cool way of sort of turning that on its head. Because, like, Spartans are always viewed as unstoppable. And when you're playing as a Spartan, you feel unstoppable. You just run up to a grunt and punch it in the face and it dies. You're not going to be able to do that playing as a Marine. You are physically weaker than 99% of the things that you're going to be facing. So, doing that and then having a Spartan as the main primary, like, threat that's chasing you down, it would be insane. It'd be such a, like, a crazy turn on the usual formula that we expect with Halo. Like, the things that we would normally see as, like, you know, good things, like a Spartan, would be flipped on its head. But, you know. Also, do you know my Space Marine or Doom guy in Chi Fusion? Okay. Feel free to send it to the Discord server and then just like tag me. I always forget how strong they are. Third-person Halo spin-off. I'd also not be opposed to that. I think a third-person Halo spin-off, I would not mind. Like an action RPG where you play as an elite, but it's like maybe during the ancient war between the elites and the prophets, the Sangshayum. Something like that would be pretty interesting. Like playing as like an ancient arbiter, and you've got to go around, you know, getting new weapons and stuff like that. You can send me through Xbox if you want. I mean, like, I've another one that I think I've spoken about before. I think it would be really funny to have a Souls-like Halo game, which again could either be one where you play as like an elite, or maybe a spin-off set in the Tenrai universe. So, you know, it is like complete non-canon, silly spin-off game where you play as a Yoroi Spartan in that game's respective universe. Maybe there can be some silly side quests where you figure out what the hell the deal is with like George apparently being alive in the Tenrai universe. I think that'd be really funny. I just think people would take it too seriously. But I think having that as like a Souls game where you fight like these like samurai elites and brutes, and it's got like crazy takes on the Covenant or Banished, and like it's got its own different versions like bosses, would be again another really fun idea. Which for the next Halo Studios released to be a side game or mainline title? I honestly don't mind. Like, don't get me wrong, my skin itches for Halo 7 just because I really need to see the continuation of Master Chief's story, because I love him and I need more of him right now. But at the same time, if it's a spin-off, depending what said spin-off is, you know, like let's say the next game's Halo Wars 3, cool, awesome, great. Let's say it's something completely new, maybe it's a single player only thing, again I'm also completely okay with that. Maybe it's a multiplayer thing, again, awesome. As long as it doesn't suck, which there hasn't been really, aside from like I say, like Spartan Assault, Spartan Strike are the only ones I couldn't really get into. Don't think there's been a single Halo game that I've ever disliked. I mean, truth Nuke guys, I don't think there's a bad Halo game. I think, you know, sometimes Halo games are different, but straight up, there is no bad Halo title. None of these are bad games, despite what some people will try and tell you, despite what some people online will think. None of these are bad games. Some are definitely worse than others, but I don't know, to sit there and say like Infinite's a bad game because it launched in a rough state. Like, it did launch in a rough state, but it also had some really like strong elements. Like, you know, the gameplay itself was pretty solid, the sandbox, the weapon design, the art style, and like straight away there was a lot of stuff about Infinite that immediately started off really strong, hence the reason it was really popular at launch, because when Infinite come out, people liked it. It was just a matter of like, when people realized, oh no, we're not getting any content and there isn't really a lot here, that's when people started to turn, which is also like, you know, pretty understandable, because Infinite at launch did have literally like almost nothing to do. There was 10 maps overall, 3 of which were BTB, 7 of which were Arena, there was no Forge, there was a very limited selection of game modes. Once the campaign had come out, you play through the campaign, and that was it. And that was basically it for like almost 6 months. Like, obviously we did have a couple of events and new game modes here and there, which was, you know, fine. But Infinite has never been a bad game. It's been in a bad state, but like as a whole, it's never been a bad game. Halo 5, again, is its story weaker than most other entries? Yes. Does it still have really fun gameplay? Yes. Does it have the best PvP mode in a Halo game? Yes. So, which again, I know is probably a hot take in itself, but I do think Warzone is probably the best multiplayer Halo game mode. It's a good mix of PvP, PvE. It's really fun. It's a very fun mode. I love Warzone. I really love Warzone. The Halo 4, 343's first entry, you know, Bungie gave them very limited knowledge on how to use the engine, and I still think they were able to make a really like fun game out of it. The multiplayer was just an evolution of Reach. I know a lot of people will be like, well, they ruined it because they added sprint and they added loadouts, and it's just Call of Duty, which is just wrong. Loadouts introduced in Reach, Ordnance kind of introduced in Reach. Like, it was more of like a firefight thing that happens every couple of waves, but it still felt like a mechanic that was established in the prior game. Sprint introduced in Reach, it was just an armor ability, and I think sprint being an armor ability is a really stupid idea because it feels really clunky without, like, I don't know, I find Reach nowadays feels a bit slow if I'm playing it without sprint. But that is because they want you to use sprint and Reach because it's an armor, like, you know, it's an armor equipment. So sometimes they want you to use sprint. It's just a shame, like, you know, when you don't use it, that sometimes the game feels a bit slow without it. People get defensive of Reach. It's funny. Well, like, you know, I like Reach. I like Reach's campaign. I like Reach's customs. I played Reach's multiplayer a ton as a kid, which I feel like honestly gives me strong enough reason to say I don't think Reach multiplayer is very good. I think it is probably the weakest multiplayer in the series. I do not like Reach multiplayer. And you know, to different people are gonna have different opinions on it, which is completely fine. But like, when I see people say Reach is the best one, is anyone else gonna leave level, or am I gonna be stuck here forever? Stuck here forever. Okay. Halo 2 was gonna have sprint, but then it didn't. People trash Halo Infinite, but then go play Fortnite or Warzone. Yeah. I mean, I like Fortnite, to be fair. I have a theory. The next one is going to be a C remake to hold us over later, and then Halo 7. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's kind of been said a lot at this point anyway. There's a lot of evidence to back it up. Nothing's been confirmed, and I'm not going to sit here and say, yep, that's totally what's going to happen, but I also would not be surprised that things are definitely seeming to look that way. Despite Halo 5 being hated, it's one of my favourite Halo games, which is also fair. I know a lot of people started with Halo 5. Spoopy, his first Halo game was Halo 5. You know, it's a good game. It is genuinely a good game. Visually, it still holds up really well. Gameplay-wise, it's pretty fun. Has one of the best multiplayer modes in a Halo title. At the time, had the best Forge. It has now been dethroned by Infinite, but at the time, it had the best Forge. There was a lot you could do with it. It's just, again, it suffered from, like, oh, well, the microtransactions kind of sucked. At least in Halo 5, you could still earn everything for free. However, it was kind of gambling. It was like, you know, oh, I'm going to get a gold pack. Oh, wow, I got nothing good. Let me get another gold pack. Oh, look at that, nothing good. What a shock. Through was the goat. My favourite Halo games are Halo 2 and Halo 3. Like, they are tied for my favourite game of all time. Probably closely followed by Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But Halo 2 and Halo 3 are my favourite games of all time. Like, I mean, Halo is my favourite series ever. And those two are my two favourite Halo games. I can't really choose between them because I love different things about both of them. But I've definitely played more of Halo 3 than I have of Halo 2. Punish the grind on Jod. Send the evac zone by yourself. I was. It wouldn't let me leave. Who's gonna have sprint before even COD? Halo 5 actually makes you feel like a super soldier. I mean, I think all of them make you feel like a super soldier, if I'm being completely honest. But I do think Halo 5 has one of the best visual representations of it, especially in the cutscenes. Like, I mean, you know, the opening cutscene for Halo 5 has been spoken about to death at this point, but I do think it's one of the best visual representations of how spawns really should move. And how they do move in canon anyway. Like, you know, people are always like, oh, this is what Master Chief's like in the books, but when Master Chief is like that in the games, people are like, this isn't Halo. He's supposed to be slow. But yeah, yar. That's my stance on that one. Single most aggressive phone vibration I've ever heard. I'm pretty sure it was just an Xbox notification too. I just checked. I'm pretty sure it was just the same notification that he just had on my Xbox. I think it was like the Swoopy was online or something. I'll check my phone to see if he'd message me again. Halo 5 brought me back to Halo, and it was the game I played the most in 2020, which is also completely fair. So it's a good game. I like Halo 5. I think its campaign is fun. I think its story's, like, you know, probably the weakest entry. But I think its campaign is fun. Like, I would say it's worth a playthrough because the gameplay itself is enjoyable. And some of the story events that happen are fun to play through. Sliding down the side of a Guardian, the San Helios missions, the mission with, like, Chief where you're, like, flying around on the Phaeton. Like, there is cool stuff in Halo 5. The Hydra. Like, there's fun things. It's one of those games that it's like, they just say, like, you know, you gotta at least play through once. Is it the best Halo title? No. Is it my favorite? No. But it's a fun time, and I still think it's worth the playthrough. Halo 5 definitely got rewritten. Yeah, I probably went through like about 7,000 iterations, I reckon. Some of the sets in Halo 5 were visually cool. Yes, also true. I remember, so like, usually E3 events and stuff I usually was watching my dad, but there was the one when Halo 5 was revealed. My father was at work, so I was like sat with my mom watching it. I think she was like falling asleep, and then the Halo 5 trailer starts. Before it even fully revealed it was Chief, this cloaked figure had walked on screen, and just immediately I knew, like, I could just tell straight away. And he just started screaming, and like, so I think one was like dozing off. I think she was like falling asleep, and I think I basically shot her up. And I was like, "It's Halo! It's Halo! It's Halo!" And then as soon as Chief was revealed, I just went insane. So like, Halo 5's, like, don't get me wrong, did that trailer really have anything to do with the final game? Not particularly, but like, dude, that trailer, I went nuts. And then yeah, I was also very skeptical with some of the Halo 5's marketing, because a lot of the box art and like stuff that was being shown off, I was like, why does this guy kind of look like he's replacing Master Chief? And I was very worried, especially when you had the split trailer where it was like, one was like Chief on the ground and one was Locke on the ground. I genuinely thought they were going to kill Chief off and just replace him with this new guy. And I was like, I remember I was like starting to get really angry before the game had even come out. And then I finally got it. I didn't get Halo 5 at launch. I had to wait till Christmas because I was like 12. So I waited. I kept watching like Green Skull do pack openings, and I was just getting like really, really excited. And the game comes out, and I think I just played Warzone all day. Like, I think I just played Warzone all day. I did start the campaign with my parents. I think we ended up getting about halfway through and they kind of lost interest. I think another game come out. It was probably like Ark or something like that. They just ended up like sort of gripping them away. But I didn't end up finishing Halo 5's story until like quite a bit later, like a few months after launch. But like, dude, Warzone is so peak. It is so peak. Why does my screen keep doing that? Does he do it here now? Probably. I don't like gaff anymore. Like, no, I do, but like, I mean, I don't watch his content. I know he either changed his channel or he made a second channel. It's like Green Skull AI, and it's like, well, that's disappointing, but whatever. I mean, I stopped watching him after like the Halo 5 sort of craze anyway. The red packs were a grind. True. I did like the weekly bundle things you could get. There was like there was 2 of them, I think. I think there was like an arena one and Warzone one. But it was like you get those like green rec packs, and you get 2 every week or something like that for like a couple of weeks straight. I remember having that, and that made me happy. I'm playing Infinite all day when it comes. Oh yeah, Infinite. Like, dude, when the flights come out, I remember Sire, I was like almost crying. Just like load it up and hearing the music, I was just like, I felt like so overwhelmed, like in a good way. Because it had been so long since Halo 5 come out, so it was like, I'm finally playing a new Halo game. And it was just the flights. When they had that presentation, I was eating food at the time. Sat in the room with my parents. We were watching the presentation. And like, you know, there've been the rumours all day about Infinite's multiplayer potentially going into early access. There's like Halo Hub accounts and stuff like that were posting about it, and I was thinking, like, there's no way that's legit. Like, you know, we've been hearing stuff like this for such a long time. There's no way that's legit. And then I'm watching the presentation, I'm thinking, like, God, I hope it's true though. Like, do I believe it? No. Do I hope it's true? Yes, 1000%. And I'm sat there, I'm waiting. And then it was just like, yeah, you can play Halo Infinite today. And I'm like, I've got like a mouthful of food. I'm just like, it's like, you need to eat food first. But like, I immediately run upstairs, start installing the game. Like, I'm just going nuts. Like, it was just, damn. The day the campaign come out, because it didn't launch like first thing in the morning, didn't come out until a bit later. Did release some like audio book thing. I remember I was like, I went to like a Tesco and I was like listening to that while walking to the shop. I was like coming home and I was just like planning how long I was going to play Infinite. I think I was up till like 4 AM just on Infinite campaign all day. But I think it did the same thing when the multiplayer launched too. The 343 skins out of a rec pack because of a glitch. Insane. Right, we're going to do some PvP anyway. If anyone else is joining, I'll give you all a minute to shoot me a message. The initial reveal for Infinite was insanely hype. I just remember hearing the piano and seeing the helmet and screaming. Yeah, that was another, like, me and my dad were watching it and, like, you know, all the stuff's coming past and we're sort of, like, on and off, like, is it? It is. Is it? It is. Is it? Like, you know, we just, like, we could tell, but we also didn't want to say it was, just in case it wasn't, and, like, yeah, then the second, like, you see those Marines, we're just, like, just losing our minds, and then Chief, like, you hear the piano, Chief's helmet, it's like, oh. Like, I remember for me, I was like, they've gone back to the classic art style, they go back to the classic art style, which, to be fair, I also did with, Halo 5's, like, the Halo 2 anniversary cutscenes. With the Arbiter and stuff, I was like, those are the classic elites, that means they're going back to the classic art style, and then they didn't, and I was like, oh. Okay. But, like, dude. Played a bit of Infinite's campaign back when it came out, but didn't really get that far. Wasn't into Halo at the time, though. That's fair. I'm just going to put straight to a BTB. If anyone else wants to join, obviously, you know, feel free to shoot me a message afterwards. I don't really fancy playing heavies, though. Or snipers. But it's like that first gameplay showcase for Infinite, like, dude, I was so excited, and then I immediately click on like, it was like Facebook. Obviously this was back in 2020 as well, and everyone was just so negative about it, and it's like, I get it, you know, the game looks significantly better now than it did in that 2020 showcase, but I remember it was such a bummer. Like, you know, I was so excited for it, and then you just see the reaction, and it's just kind of like, but like, dude, I had like Eshrom's speech playing on my brain on repeat every day. I was listening to when they finally added the music from the showcase to Spotify, like the 3 songs. Again, I was just listening to them all the time. Mostly Set Fire in Heart. Like, the build up to this game's release was so hype. It was so hype. I was at work when it was announced it was delayed. I just finished my shift. I looked at my phone, and I was just like, man. It was like a huge mixed bag, because I 100% get why it was delayed, and honestly, it was for the best. God knows how this game would have been had it released in the state it was. But like, I remember like, I just finished the day at work, and I was just thinking like, oh, I was so looking forward to it. But that was the reason I didn't get a Series X at launch. I decided to upgrade my PC instead. I spent like 700 and something quid on a PC upgrade at the time. Like, for money I'd saved up for a Series X, I ended up spending it all on a PC. Which, again, was probably also the best choice. Did he stand there and wait for someone else to come pick it up before taking it? Strange individual. But no, this, like, dude, this game, man. How did you fumble that, bro? I wasn't even looking. I have outlines turned off still. His speech did in fact set fire in my heart. Oh God.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people, broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't.
It was like, dude, it was so hype. It was so hype. It was so hype. No, I got so close. Pat Hogan Chief was so wholesome. True. Dude, like, just everything. Like in regards to the campaign, like, I love this game's campaign. I played through this game's campaign like 6 times. and I do need to revisit it. I do need to get back through it again. It's been too long. But I don't. I've also like played the side missions and stuff to death because there was a period during season 2 of Infinite when I was like doing the shop videos and stuff. But I really did not want to touch the multiplayer because I got so sick of it. Where I would just replay side missions over and over again. Because there was literally nothing else that I could really do that I wanted to do on the game. Pooh. It's my first stream since I turned 13. Well, happy 13th birthday, Doom Warrior. I need to turn outlines on, bro. I cannot make plays out in this game without them. I don't know how Halo Box does it. We're not capping this flag, bro. Okay. We have one goal, guys. Those people are playing or trying to play objective. You said like I wasn't. I'll do the next few games, send you a message now. Sweet. What? Oh, the hero rank cadet skin that's absolutely steamrolling our team. Oh, hell no. Is Dynamos in here still? They changed the weapon, the spawn, didn't they? Why are you crowd strafing in Big Team Battle? You're so strange! You're so strange! You're strange, bro! You're strange! You're weird! I'm fine. Oh. Look at walking into a beat. Someone sound the flag? Yep. Nice, nice use of shroud screen. Huge, nice return. Bro, I think he's the sneaky snitch. Bum 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 bum. Huge, huge, huge. Who's ready for Doom: The Dark Ages? Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I did beat Eternal like 4 times within its release month. Because obviously it came out during COVID, so it was like I got nothing else to do. So I played Doom Eternal a lot. But it reached a point where I was like kind of so burnt out with the game. When the DLC came out, I beat the first DLC. I never finished the second one. I got about halfway, but I just couldn't be bothered. Because I was just so burnt out of the game that when I play it now, I just feel bored, and I'm kind of worried that I'll feel the same way when Dark Ages finally comes out. So I haven't really played it yet. Well, sorry, I haven't gotten overexcited for it just because I'm a little bit worried I might get really bored of the game when it launches. Why did he drive in the base and then just stop? Drive round. Take us to the flag. Like, I know the flag's in the middle. But don't just stop there. Because we've got to walk all the way around the base. Which we can't really do if we're all dead. Hey, Naval. Long time no see. How's my favourite forge doing? What is bro's plan? What was his plan? What was his plan? I need to know. Who let bro cook? Whoa, okay, I'm sorry. Not forging, lol. Haven't been into Halo in like a year. So you alive. I want to see how you've been. Everything good. You're still my favorite forger. You don't need to be actively forging to you know. But I'm alright, man. How are you? How are you? How are you? Can I take my power weapons with a side of power, please? 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 He hit my body and bounced off like a child running into a brick wall. What was that? Guys, I just remembered how you play Breaker. I fell. I'm doing your crash out. Thank you, thank you. Like, in fairness, I could have aimed those rockets a little bit better. However, they were both low, and I still got the hit marker from hitting them. How did the rocket not kill? Too late. Oh, that's a nice drop shield. Bye! Bye! Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Hi! This map is still in rotation as astonishing. I don't hate it as much as I used to. I used to not be able to stand this map. But honestly, Breaker on one flag is kind of fitting. Like, one flag for Breaker is kind of fun. Suits the map a lot more. Breaker heavies can also be kind of fun. The real offender, the real enemy, is Deadlock. I mean, my homies hate Deadlock. Go, 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 go! Huge push. Huge. It didn't send the first message. Oh well. Brother. He's on flag. Flag. He's on flag with rocket. I think he died though. I think he died. What's the flog? Capture the flog. His shields are low. Where was the flag? Why did the gunner get out? Why did the gunner get out? Lose, keep driving. Keep driving. Lose! Lose! How? 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 I'm gonna stress eat a bourbon now. Potholes, am I right? So true. Why are you punching me, bro? I stopped playing for a second. Sorry for the munching. Sorry for the munching. More. Damn, I shouldn't try nading. That thumbnail looking amazing. True. Bubble is deadly because one tried to get in my nose. I suppose that does sound like a pretty dangerous bubble. Run, 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 run! Huge, huge. Okay. Before we start the next game, well, we wait, see if anyone else wants to join. Who wants a little tiny teaser for the 10K video? Just make sure that it can't be heard. I think it can. Okay. He's ready?
You hear that?
I think that was an explosion.
Maybe we should check it out?
I don't think that was a good idea, you know.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Ouch! Oh my god, Blair, are you alright?
I've just been shot!
Yeah, that's probably a good point. We should probably get you to cover.
You think?
And I should probably also get Mag as well, because he'd probably want to see this.
So with all of the Spartans rated and out of the way, I think it's time to announce who won.
Blair's been fucking shot!
What?
Someone shot him! Someone shot him with a fucking sniper rifle!
Spoopy, where is he?
He's safe. I've got him behind cover. You need to come out quick, though.
Oh my god, Blair, are you okay?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go find who shot you, and then we're gonna get you straight to a hospital. You're gonna be fine, man. I promise.
Yeah, okay.
Over here. Who shot Blair? Who shot Blair? Now that is a very early work in progress scene. There's no ambient audio, there's no music yet. Some of the shots will be adjusted and stuff, and I'm going to re-record some bits. But we're moving. Some progress has been made today. Some progress has been made. Look at all these Magpie Leons. Are they Magpie Leons? Or are they something else? Who knows? Who knows? Interesting stuff, innit? Interesting stuff. Right, we came for another game. I don't think anyone else asked for an invite, have they? Let's do another BTB then. So right now, the aim is April 5th. We're not quite there yet, obviously. It's not done yet, obviously. But we're approaching. So, you know, I thought I'd share a little bit. Just you know, sort of show. Guys, I promise, the video's not fake. It's been worked on. Now, to be fair, as far as actually rating the Spartans go, I've probably got about through 30 of the almost 200. That in itself, though, is mostly because I've been focused on machinima segments. That has been the priority for the video. Even though I know most people are going to skip through, find their spawn, watch their spawn, skip to the end, see who won. That is likely going to be what happens for 90% of people. Maybe people watch the intro. Hopefully, you know, as many people as possible watch the machinima segments, because that is where 90% of the effort for this video is going into. You know, I've tried to get some creators, like, you know, some cameos from other creators. Yeah, I want to make this a good video, because it's like, you know, it's the 10k video. It's like a celebration of the channel, it's a celebration of the community, celebration of a milestone, and it's also going to be the 10-year anniversary of my very first video. So it's like, you know, it's a big mash of like different things, so I've tried to put as much effort into it as possible. Don't get me wrong, as far as the actual plot itself goes, some of it's messy. It's not the best. I'm not going to lie to you. But all I can really hope for is that it's fun and that people enjoy it, and people enjoy the things that it might set up. Because if it does, if people do enjoy them, then it will set up other things, and I will make a full-blown machinima series. But that depends on how well received the machinima segments are on this video, whether or not I want to like pursue the efforts of that. But yeah, right now all I can really hope for is that there's people watch and enjoy it. Really? Ford, why? My arcane sentinel beam, no! I'm in for the segments, Magpie. I appreciate that. Is that another one? Hooray! But yeah, that's where most of the effort's gone. There's going to be a machinima opening, followed by spawn ratings. There's going to be some intercuts to machinima segments during the spawn ratings, one of which is the Halo Box cameo. Not to, you know, I suppose spoil too much, but then, you know, that's also followed by more spawn ratings, which is then followed by, in the middle of the video, there's like a bigger machinima segment, which is more of just setting up the events that are going to transpire later on in the video. It's okay, Ford. I forgive you. Nice. Nice. Pooh. But the big machinima is like near the end of the video, just before the winners. And then that will be followed by, like, you know, so like after the winners are announced, that'll be followed by like an outro segment, which will be a machinima in itself. So I've got it, like, you know, the structure planned out. Pretty much everything's recorded now, like in terms of the actual video side of things. Some voice lines need doing, some video footage, like, you know, some machinima segments need re-recording, but the main stuff is done, kind of. So it's like it's in a position where I do think I'll be able to meet that April 5th deadline. I hope. When the video comes out, I'm going to premiere it. I'll try and set up an event in the Discord, like a little watch party thing, if a bunch of people want to get together and watch it. Granted, I don't actually know if I'll be able to attend the entirety of that watch party, because it'll be just after I get home from work, because it's on a Saturday and I can't really get the day off. You weren't even facing me! What? You're kidding. You're kidding me. But yeah, I'm like pouring my heart and soul into this little project. So hopefully everyone enjoys it. Everyone has fun with it, you know? I was going to try and hide some credit codes in the video itself, but I feel like for people that don't watch it initially, that's going to seem like a bit stupid. So instead, it'll probably just be where when the video premieres, I'm going to drop some additional codes during the premiere. Maybe. Hopefully. Because I feel like that'd be kind of nice, and I feel like people would like that. I mean, obviously people would like that, but you know. Can I join one of your machinimas? I mean, if you're in the Discord, mate, like, you know, I do stuff semi-regularly in there. Usually when I need people, I just sort of put a ping out, and I'm like, hey guys, can anyone join? So obviously if you're about then sure, of course you can. Hi Logan. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. I might be Spider-Man, bro. I might actually be Spider-Man. My Spidey sense didn't tingle for that one. The wall. The mysterious wall. Oh, right, yeah, my bad. Did not see that guy at all. May I participate in one of your mushrooms, my question? Like I just said, mate, you can always just, like, you know, I do ones regularly in the Discord. So if you're in the Discord, that's like, if I do group machinimas, it's usually through there. Yeah, sometimes obviously I need bodies for stuff. Sometimes I need voice actors. Sometimes I need, like, you know, people for machinimas. So when I do, I usually just ask in the Discord. So obviously if you're in there and you see the ping and you're on at the time, then obviously feel free to join. Oh, come on. Weird request, can you make Lego? Lego. Weird request, can you make Leon from Omega Team using only parts from Halo Reach Mark 5B core? I've been trying, but I don't have the parts. I can try eventually. I can't right now because my Mark 5B needs to stay how it is for video stuff. But I might give it a go at some point. Does the coating matter? Chat, I think we're losing this game. I mean, I guess I can't say... No, I was about to say I can't say too much. I've got 3 captures. I can say what I want. No, I used the bundle code. Oh, right, okay. So you have the bundle, so it's not like, you know, trying to make a budget-friendly version of Leon. It's just more making a Mark 5B version. I didn't load carrot. Sorry, Noel just messaged me like some edit of me raging on this game. I might be garbage. I might be garbage. I might be garbage. I feel like Carbine do be pulsing, true. Small drop pod. It's a skewer. I shall try and make use of this. This ancient relic. I said I'd try. Didn't mean it'd go well. In custom games, if we get enough players, I might do 1 or 2, but right now, I think we only have like 5 people in the lobby. Just continually on. Yeah, man. Oh, the girl think got me. Oh, the girl think got me. Get off my point. Yeah.
Yeah.
The spanker's spanking all as well, true. We've got a tank. This could be it. This is the hour. Da 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 dun, da 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 dun, da 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 dun. I thought the repulsor would move the tank. I was like, nope, get it away from me. She spanked my rushdown till I ravage. True. That's like no bro's been playing the game. He's starting to learn the weapon names. I'm so proud. Take rocket ammo, thank you. Look at me, I'm in rocket engine. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Bro was not familiar with the invisible skybox. Hello, bro. Flying vehicles aren't supposed to be on this map in the first place. Despite the fact the Banshee's in the trailer for the map. But whatever. Huh? They all have hammers now. It's time to do some hammering with the gravity, or not, on Jod. Can you give me a rocket launcher again? Because you keep giving the enemy team just rocket launchers and hammers now. Ooh, hello. I'm really obsessed with Nerf and paintball guns in real life. Nice. Okay. I saw that one actually hit me in the face. Ooh, a spanker. A grapple shot would go really nicely with us right now, though. I know beggars can't be choosers. But... didn't matter anyway. 5 point caps, 22 kills. I'll take it. Are we getting any more plays in the lobby? If we get a couple more, we'll do customs. Oh, 22 to 19. Ooh. Ooh. If you want to join, zombies, if you want to join the lobby, just shoot me a message on Xbox, mate. I'll invite you. I'm just going to quickly show what Nold sent me. No way did that kill. How did that kill? How did that kill? Can survive literal rockets to the face, cannot survive a slight collision with a Banshee. Get out! Get out! Come here! I am tired of your shenanigans! I need people to make more stuff like this. It is so funny. I need people to make more stuff like this. Please! On Xbox? Yeah, just message me through Xbox, mate. Game tag, same as channel name anyway. I am tired of your shenanigans! I need more stuff like that in my veins, bro. It's so funny. I die once on this game and I'm like, oh, I don't want to actually rip my shirt. This is my funniest shirt. Guys, it literally says, I paused my game to be here. That's how you know I'm a real gamer. I paused my game to be here. Consider yourselves lucky, chat. I paused what I was doing to do this whole stream. Ugh. So that's not changed back into the game yet. Bye bye. This helmet's just so silly, bro. This helmet's just so silly, bro. Actually, goofy out helmet. What coating do we use? Oh, I'm kind of vibing with that. When are you streaming, my fanboy roommate? No, we're not actually roommates. What do you mean? Yes. We don't live together. We're like totes besties, though. I don't know how I feel about this build. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like this still. Learning Chinese. The last time I checked, who knows? Last time I was on stream, my boy's girlfriend kidnapped me and left me in her basement for the next 3 weeks. Huge. Controller SMR? True. I'm working on a book. Nice. Hey man, I was thinking, how would a flawed Resident Evil-like horror game pan out with Spawn as the nemesis? In fact, Spawn would be an absolute monster to face. It's just a man with a dream. Well, I'd assume it'd be like, you know, you'd sort of have some forced encounters, and then you'd have some more like open areas on the game. Definitely not the Spicer. The Spicer is not the choice. Can't recall. So like, you know, picture this. Game starts, right? You're in a squad of like 5 Marines, led by a Spartan. You go in, you're being picked off one by one. Maybe you weren't expecting the flood to be there, which is why they're overwhelming you so quickly, and why there's only one Spartan. And then some like pure form flood, like the big tanky ones you find in Halo 3, something like that, like tackles the Spartan, and they get sent down to a lower level of the ship. So you just watch the Spartan get absolutely like blitzed. Don't know what happens to them. They get plunged into the abyss to the lower levels of the ship, and you don't know what's happened. So now you're alone. Your squad's dead. Flood are around you. You just watch the Spartan that was leading your team get like taken out. It could be alive. Who knows? You're walking around now. You're trying to fight off the flood with what minimal supplies you've got left. You're trying to survive. You're hiding. You don't know what to do. And let's say you get through some more of the game. You fight some more flood. You get through some more encounters. You make your way through some other rooms. And at this point, you know, you don't know if your objective is to escape or if it's to kind of take out this flood facility or ship, flood infected, whatever. And like, then at some point, you come across another survivor. You come across like a jackal. And at first you're hostile towards each other, and then you think like, you know, we're gonna need to work together here. The flood are everywhere. We literally have no other choice. We need to work together. So you and this jackal, you kind of chill. Things seem to be going well. You've got some like decent coordination between you. You found some supplies. Things are picking up. And let's say you have some boss fight. You fight a flood infected brute with a gravity hammer, and he's like really tanky. He's really tough. You manage to take him down. You and the jackal have this like moment of calmness. You're like, you know, oh well, that was really close. Phew. Glad neither of us died. And then just as you like that, a sword goes straight through the jackal. Some character emerges from the shadows, and it's the Spartan. But something's not quite right. He has the flood coming out of his face. And out of his body. He's infected. And you're just like, you're immediately like, oh crap. So you stop backing away, and the Spartan's just like, and then he starts like chasing you. He starts like running. He starts sprinting at you. And obviously, you know, it's Spartan. You're kind of screwed. There's not really much you can do. That, I think, would be a good, like a really cool way to introduce that kind of threat. And then you have a segment where you just got to run. You just got to run, you got to hide. Maybe you get some room, you can shut the door, and then, for now, you're safe. For now. It won't last long. But at this exact moment, you're okay. I would kill for something like that. And that would be so cool. And then, like, yeah, you just have multiple points through the game where he kind of shows up, and during those segments, you kind of got to hide. Maybe there is hiding spots. You've got to, like, fight off enemies while this flood spawn is essentially chasing you around. And then maybe later on in the game, you know, you're at, like, the core of the ship. You've got a bomb that you can plant to take the whole thing out to make sure this infection, specifically, doesn't spread any further. You've got backup on the way to come and exfil. You know, you approach this final room, and then boom, the flood spawn's there, and now you've got to fight this flood spawn as your final boss. Maybe the more you fight him, he starts to infect more and more, and starts to like become bigger and scarier. I think that'd be sick. An infected spawn would 100% be just too fast for a mere man to face, but saying like adding traps, using cryo chambers or scorpions locked in storage, but cryo cannon is still a cannon. Well, yeah, I mean realistically you wouldn't stand a chance, but it is a video game, and it's also like worth considering. You've got stuff like, you know, Resident Evil. Would Jill Valentine, you know, just a normal human, stand a chance against Nemesis? Not particularly, if we're being completely honest, but that's the joy of a video game. It doesn't have to make sense, it doesn't have to matter. Like, you know, it makes sense to an extent, but the priority is that it's fun. Words coming out of this mouth, not tracking, this is normal Magpie behavior. This is normal Magpie behavior, yes. But yeah, like, I mean, let's say again you're stuck in some kind of Covenant carrier, like in a hypothetical sense, it's that you've gone to attack some Covenant ship. Like, there would be things that you can use to try and defend yourself aside from just guns. You know, maybe you come across a room, he's chasing you, he's approaching fast, there's a bunch of fusion coils, and you're like, oh, well, you know, if I just shoot these, there's like fire all over the floor. He can walk through it, but it's going to hit. Foreign Flood war game would be absolutely awesome. I want to see this Fleet's Thousands Grave Mine talked about that you bested, not to mention weapons made by the foreigners. True! True! This might be a trash gun. Also, no infinite ammo, so you can't just get a single gun that wins the game for you. But your ammo does replenish anyway, so, you know. I'm magging it. So, fun little story. Blair sent me his audio for his lines for the 10k video, and at the end, there's just a bit where he just starts going, I'm blaring it, I'm blaring it, I'm blaring it. I'm sure he'd love it if I shared it with you guys. Guys, you're not supposed to be AFK in my customs. Ugh. How? An up to hack and slash game would be pretty badass as well. Maybe like Dante's Inferno got a war class. True. So basically a completely random gun, but there's no way of knowing what it will do. This is truly the peak of fun maxing. I mean, you kind of have a vague idea. Like, that's a disruptor. You know? And that is a very bad shock rifle. That one's fine once, but reloading it is such a hassle. That's terrible. That's a nice large reticle. This will make aiming very easy, very fun. It does make aiming easy, but there's not much you can do against that. I don't want to know what's up there.
You can't escape me. I'll chase you down to the ends of the earth.
I'm sorry. Cool. Who's had the most powerful weapon? I think I just had the most powerful weapon. It's basically good. Halo has such potential, so many game spin-offs. Sucks Microsoft won't let other studios such IPs. Imagine a Telltale Halo game where you're an only operative investigating forums. That'd be cool. I don't know if that'd be one that I'd be particularly interested in myself. I may go now and expect the build soon. Okay. Thanks for the weapons, guys. We traded. We had weapons of equal destructive capabilities. Why are the guns different colours? You know, silly. Oh, crap. Very normal assault rifle. Freddy Fazbear Pizza, true. Just anything as canonically accurate as possible for spawns for me piercer would work. True. There I go. I should have put this on public, I think. I forgot to put the lobby on public. Oh well. It'll probably the last one today anyway. We're approaching that 2-hour mark. And I've got things I need to do. Like edit some more of the 10K video. Half these guns are unfair. That's the joy of Ultimate Fiesta, mate. It's random. If all the guns were the same, it'd be kind of pointless. But that's why you have an equipment that lets you just change your weapons, so you can keep resetting until you get something you like. Anyone else is random? Freddy Fazbear Pizza, true.
No.
Oh, we traded. We traded. GG's, gang. GG's. Now, I was going to play a bit longer, but yeah, I've got stuff to do. I will try and stream next week. If I do, it'll probably be next Tuesday, give or take. So we'll see. But anyways, I'm going to probably wrap that up there. Thank you for watching and for playing, of course. And I'll catch you all in the next one.